CNN Headline News. I'm Judy Fortin, sitting in for Lynn Russell. Magic Johnson probably figured the years would catch up with him eventually, forcing him to retire from basketball. But it's the threat of AIDS, not age, that has forced the Los Angeles Lakers star to step away from the game he loves. He announced today in Los Angeles that he has tested positive for HIV, the virus that causes AIDS. Michael Kauman reports.
For the past dozen years, Earvin "Magic" Johnson has been the heart and soul of the L.A. Lakers. On Thursday, he delivered some heartbreaking news to basketball fans around the world.
Because of the HIV virus that I have attained, I will have to retire from the Lakers today.
Johnson had missed the first 3 Lakers games this season with what were being called flu symptoms. On Monday, he was given the go-ahead to return to practice, but complained of dehydration and loss of stamina. On Wednesday, he says, he got word of the positive HIV test results.
Earvin Johnson has been infected with the HIV virus. He does not have AIDS. The HIV virus is something that over years can and does impair an individual's immune system, which is what we all have to defend against other illnesses. So there's no immediate effect on his life other than we have advised him to avoid those activities which can further impair his immune system, which is playing professional basketball.
For the kids, that's why I am going to be a spokesman for this HIV virus, because I want them to understand that safe sex is the way to go. I think sometimes we think, well, only gay people can get it, only well, it's not going to happen to me, and here I am saying that it can happen to anybody.
Johnson is facing his new challenge with the same sort of determination he showed throughout his career. And he's all ready to push ahead with the same positive attitude.
You know, what you have to do is just, it's another challenge, another chapter in my life that it's like being, your back is against the wall. And I think that you just have to come out swinging, and I'm swinging. You know, only thing I can do is have a bright side. If I slip, then it might be over. If I'm down, if it's out, you know, I can't be like that. I never have been. That's why I'm telling you now.
The shocking loss of Earvin Johnson will be felt first and foremost here at the Great Western Forum, the home of the Lakers. The Magic's absence will in many ways change the NBA to a degree, because on the court he was so much more than just a basketball player.
Really, I think what this means to the NBA is that another one of our really idols and attention getters has indicated that he's human. Something has happened to him which can happen to anybody.
The tears have rolled and all that, and the sympathy that we poured out to each other, that's going to always be there. And I'm just looking now for him to be on the sideline with me. You know, we can do what we can from the sideline to help the Laker franchise keep rolling.
Now you just have me on a different side now. You may be interviewing me in like Dr. Buss's office, so as soon as he move out, I'm going to move in. But I am going to go on, I'm going to beat it, and I'm going to have fun.
In Los Angeles, I'm Michael Kauman, CNN Sports.
Groups of abortion rights advocates are asking the Supreme Court.
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Nick Charles with Fred Hickman. A sad day in sports. Fred, we all knew Magic Johnson's career had to end someday, just not this way.
Not this way and not right now. We certainly didn't, Nick. The story started out really as a small tremor this afternoon, but within minutes it had exploded all across the country. Earvin "Magic" Johnson, the Hall of Fame-bound L.A. Lakers guard and one of the greatest players in the game's history, has retired. He has retired because he has tested HIV positive. CNN's Michael Kauman has more on this story, which tonight seems to be too utterly fantastic to be true.
For the past dozen years, Earvin "Magic" Johnson has been the heart and soul of the L.A. Lakers. On Thursday, he delivered some heartbreaking news to basketball fans around the world.
And I'm going to have fun.
In Los Angeles, I'm Michael Kauman, CNN Sports.
The spillover throughout the NBA has been total and enormous. This distressing news has evoked reaction from players, coaches, and officials who consider Magic Johnson everything from a colleague to a friend to a loved one to an icon. His former coach, Pat Riley, now with the Knicks, led his team in prayer before tonight's game in New York, with all who were part of it swept up in a gamut of emotions from shock to sorrow and to hope.
I think it's very important for us right now at this time, in your own voice, in your own beliefs, in any way you desire, to take a moment of silence, not in any other form other than to give our love and our support and our prayers for Irvin, for his family, and for the 1 million people who are afflicted with an insidious disease. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread. Know that it's tough. It's a tough fight. And if there's anybody who's ever been any tougher than him, you're going to find out exactly what he's about in this whole situation.
It says a lot about him to come out and fight it. He's a true warrior and a competitor, and our prayers are with him, and I'm sure he'll overcome. If anybody can, he will.
Obviously, it's devastating for us from a personnel standpoint, and I think particularly emotionally for a lot of us. It's a very difficult thing.
I know what people with AIDS go through. It's not a very pleasant life. The discrimination and bigotry and fear that surrounds this disease is always something that puts an extra burden on it. So I hope Irvin is able to cope with that. And as I said, if he needs my help, I'll be there.
I got his jerseys and Larry Bird's jersey and Michael's jerseys. So those three guys I respect a great deal. And it's kind of like, I know he's not dead, but it's kind of like somewhat of a death of a brother, a death in a family.
It just goes to show you that God don't make any distinction who you are or what you do for a living. And it goes to show you also that athletes are not higher than people think they are.
You know, I try and look at it from a positive side, too. I mean, if God was going to pick a spokesman, he couldn't have found someone better.
And I hope that he doesn't have to be a martyr for everybody to benefit, but I think it'll open up a lot of eyes and let people know that, hey, this is serious and it can happen to anybody.
Your heart really goes out to him and his family and his new wife and everything, and you just pray that everything works out for him the best that it can. This is not a situation where there's a lot of light at the end of the tunnel type thing.
It doesn't matter how rich, how poor, how famous, it could strike anyone. And it's just a shame, and we're devastated.
Michael Jordan of the Bulls was quoted by WMAQ-TV in Chicago as having this reaction when he first heard the news. Magic Johnson said he called Jordan himself, along with Isaiah Thomas, two good friends, both of whom will speak on the situation tomorrow. Fred?
Larry Bird of the Boston Celtics, who broke in, of course, the same year in the NBA that Magic Johnson did today, walked off the floor after practice without saying a word to anybody. So it's taken everybody by
the league will never be the same.
No, it will not. Much more to this story, the response of the most important Magic fans of them all, the youngsters. Also Johnson's great playing career and HIV positive versus AIDS. What, if anything, is the difference? CNN Sports Tonight will continue.
Once again, BMW takes the luxury sedan where it's never been before. The 750iL with ASC plus T, automatic stability control plus traction. Every second, computers monitor wheel slippage and apply up to 100 engine and brake adjustments, helping keep the driver in control.